Well, how's it going, Kingsman? Welcome to another Total War battle. Today we have a bit of a treat, a bit of a change up here, and this is a bit of a trial run. Mostly because this mod, honestly, pretty fun, but it's gonna be a little laggy. And I'm not sure how that's going to turn out in the ultimately long run. This is Shogun 2, before I get too distracted here. The Shogun 2 Pike and Shot mod for Shogun 2. I do believe this mod used to be on Napoleon Total War, and they shifted because, honestly, Shogun 2 is one of the better mods for being modded. Or the game is better for being modded, sorry. So yeah, we have a 44. It has a ton of troops on the field, and I mean a ton. So much so that my computer, which runs decently well on most things, is definitely not too happy at the moment. I mean, everybody is, you can see, you know, they're a little laggy. It probably will speed up once men start dying, which we'll hope will happen, you know, sooner rather than later. But yeah, I apologize if it's too laggy or, you know, yeah. we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. I've been keeping my eye on this mod. I've been checking out a couple battles and found this 44, the Netherlands, so the Dutch versus the Spanish, and man, it looked too good not to check it out. Now look at this, guys. Look at the insane amount of troops on the field here. So many men. The pikemen, the uniforms, just very much on point. Yeah, just amazing. Now, like I said, it's gonna be a little laggy. 3v3s weren't, but this is a 4v4. This is one of the largest battles I've seen. Artillery, I mean, and I just help probably that I'm on like max graphics, ultra graphics, because I have to. You know, still you can admire the uniforms. Maybe not totally, but you know, somewhat admire the uniforms. Pikemen, musketeers everywhere, along with some artillery. Then of course you have an insane amount of cavalry, and then another whole 2 armies, I believe, over here, and more cavalry. So yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a huge battle. Of course, there is some skirmishing happening over here. Some Spanish skirmisher guerrilla deployment. Some mercenary dragoons up here on the flank, just harassing the line. And of course, you have cavalry from the Dutch coming up to deal with them. And we may actually have a cav charge, maybe. Maybe. Yep, we're gonna have a cavalry charge. Or someone is gonna get engaged here. Seen a lot of cavalry and infantry charging. They're trying to drive back this skirmish area. And like I said, again, I apologize for how laggy it is. It never usually is like this. But there are a lot of troops in the field. Like a lot of troops in the field. And actually, interestingly enough, some of these guys are, they're mounting. Interesting. That's gonna change things. The cavalry, though, running through. All right, guys, we are back. I took a small tune-up of some stuff, and it seemed to help a little bit. And I'm back a little bit from where I was momentarily before, so you know, that way we're not missing anything. Back to this big push now being made. Of course, we have the Dutch, as I was saying, in the center, facing off against the Spanish. Massive armies, as I said before. We have another entire army. These poor Spanish over here. They're gonna get focused down probably quite badly here. Yeah, there's a lot of cavalry pushing in here. These guys trying to pull back as the Dutch start focusing them down. And I do believe there's going to be a charge of some sort. Yep, you have some skirmishers from the Dutch charging in potentially as Spain's going to try to get back. Of course, like I said, you have the infantry all getting into position. And look at the massive armies. This battle, doesn't matter how it goes, it's gonna be awesome no matter what, because it's just such a huge scale, and it should be a fun fight. to witness. Look at the Dutch going. I love the flags, the attention to detail with the flags here. And they are going to be pushing in as these guys are mounting up. The Spanish mounting up their horses. The other skirmisher, they are routing and running away. Probably these guys will... they're routing too. All right, well, you know, guess that makes it a little easier for them. I do believe it does look like at least one Dutch army is going to maybe take this high ground. I mean, that's going to be an excellent position. I'd put artillery up here. The artillery... I won't be surprised if they do go up there with it. But of course, this battle's so massive. It spans such a huge side. There's a hill over here as well. Although a lot of Dutch cavalry up on top. Although, yeah, we do see some pikemen pushing up onto the high ground. The Spanish are not going to have an easy fight. The terrain is not exactly in their favor. If we look at the majority of the field, it's kind of flat. I mean, there's some stakes that the Spanish threw up from their skirmishers. Hopefully the Dutch see that and they don't lose a lot of their cavalry, but I'm kind of worried they're gonna run into the spikes. Oh boy, these poor mercenaries. Yep, he's gonna lose some. The first casualties without even... wait a second. Maybe he's walking? I mean, that'd make more sense, honestly. Surprised. Or you guys are going on the side. I don't know. We'll see. They're running now, so... let's see. I mean, I think they're trying to push forward because they see the Spanish cavalry here. I mean, you have... yeah, huge push here with the Dutch. I mean, they're trying to take maybe this small town. Pull back. Also, on the side note, the music's epic in this mod. Props to the developers. Throwing such awesome music into this. Makes you feel like you're in the time period. But of course you have a large Spanish force pushing on the flank. They're going for this town as well. No matter how spotty and glitchy this is, it looks awesome. Look at them. All these guys with, like, armor was still a thing, but it wasn't totally a thing. I will say this Pike unit has some drip. What kind of unit is this? Okay, I'm not going to pretend like I know what that is. They have artillery push up as well, some 6-pounders. The thing that I've noticed in the battles I have watched, pikemen are crucial, but musketeers are just as crucial. If you just have pikemen, enemy can push up their horses that can shoot, as well as their musketeers, and just shoot you to pieces, your poor pikemen. But musketeers are also very susceptible, very weak to charges from cavalry. So you need the pikemen to defend yourself against cavalry, but you need the musketeers to defend your pikemen as well. Like, it's mutually beneficial for both. So you have to have a formation with both. I think more focused on the musketeers, but pikemen need to be at least enough to be able to withstand, like, okay, cav charge is coming in or infantry's coming in. I'm gonna use my pikemen to counter that. But I've seen, from all the replays that I've seen, a lot of Dutch, a lot of Spanish, a lot of French. The Polish actually looked like they were fun too. They had a lot of horse archers and that sort of thing. But yeah, so the distance still has not been closed. Obviously, maybe I started this replay too early, but more skirmishers here, kind of taking the hill. A ton of cavalry here. Look at this. Tons of cavalry. I love how much cav they have on the field. Like, these battles just have a ton of everything. I mean, it's just massive scale, and it's... I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Like, say, here's the perfect formation I've seen. You have pikemen, musketeers on each side. Now, obviously, you could play around with it. I feel like having a pikeman on the flank and a pikeman on the flank and the musketeers in the center, maybe? I don't know. Or a pikeman with a musketeer on each side and a pikeman with a musketeer on each side. I don't know. I haven't played this mod. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just spitballing here. But yeah, the sides are being drawn. The lines are being drawn. The lines are forming up. We have a massive cav presence for the Dutch on this left flank for the Spanish. The Spanish have some cavalry to meet them. Not a lot. It's like they may be trying to shuffle more over. Maybe they'll push artillery over. Yep, they have some artillery right here. Try focusing them down. Now maybe Spain is going to try and go for the hill to push up, but I suspect the Dutch are definitely taking it. And more cavalry is pushing across. I wonder how many men are on the field right now. I mean, we'll do a calculation at the very end when you see the end results. We'll know how many men were on the field. So, hey, you know what? How about this? Let's see how good you are with numbers. Let's see. The average pikeman has 300 men in it. Average infantry look like they have about 180 for musketeers. You guys put a guess. There's 4 armies here, right? This is probably one whole army here. So, you know, they have at least 4 pikemen and at least 5 musketeers per line. Oh, that formation looks awesome. And you make a guess. Make a guess here. You know, 600 pikemen, so 1,200 just pikemen. 180 times 5. You know, I'm not gonna do math right now, but that's a lot. It's a lot. It starts stacking them. No wonder my computer is like not okay with running this many models. There's, oh man, I can't even think of how many men that would be. That's insane. Insane amount of soldiers in the field. I don't think I've seen a mod with this many men in a very long time. And I know there's some mods like the Grand Battle mod, FCN, all have massive amounts of troops as well. I just want to see a big pike on pike fight. I don't know if that's going to happen. I love that. Okay, we got some skirmishers firing here. We got, oh yeah. Once models start dropping, it's probably going to start running. Oh, look at these formations advancing. The Spanish have given the order. And they are pushing. I love this formation. Here they go. Waited long enough. Honestly, the Dutch are pretty much in position. This fight may go terribly for the Spanish very early on. We'll see. Hopefully he has his allies pushing up with him. Artillery setting up. Ooh, we're going to see some artillery firing now. The lines are drawn. I hear artillery up on the hill. Nope, right here. Nice. I love the artillery in Shogun too. Another artillery piece that's about to fire? You guys even fire? I didn't hear a thing. What is your defect? Love the gunshots too. Here we go, guys. Artillery gonna set up. Ooh, that's a risky spot. They have nothing defending this artillery piece. I'd go with cavalry in on it immediately. But here we go. Listen to that. And if you zoom out, that's such an awesome, epic rolling shots. Yep, here we go. Artillery. They're gonna get charged. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's sitting on the corner, undefended. I would charge it too. And honestly, they could probably go in for, well, we'll see if they go in for this. Probably just going to try to break the artillery piece. Oh, the artillery piece is actually running away. No way, they're going for the stars. I guess a star-like formation. And their pikes here. I don't know, guys. I'm not liking this position that Spain has so far. They have an obvious open flank here. Now, they can defend this quite well. Oh, the artillery's dead. There's no way this artillery isn't dead. Now, the only place this is really being engaged here is on this left flank. And it's epic. There we go. See, already some models started dying and it started speeding up. I'm getting a mouse today. I'm tired of this stupid mouse cursor thing. It just doesn't work as well. I have to like really push down the middle mouse button to like rotate the camera around. Oh, the terrible things a YouTuber has to do. I'm just kidding. Man, I like this mission now. The artillery is gone. Gosh, dude. Like, look at all the cavalry. Look at all this cav. Just massing up wave upon wave upon wave of Dutch cavalry. The Spanish are outnumbered here. I feel like they should almost have some like, look what the Dutch are doing. They have musketeers pushing up there, start pouring in volleys and cavalry support, and that's an excellent strategy. I like the Dutch plays so far. And they're pushing forward here. Huge advance down the hill towards the Spanish line. Where? All right, let's see how devastating this volley is going to be. Let's see the Dutch work. I'm rooting for the Dutch, honestly. Oh. All right, now I can't even see. Oh, our pikemen advancing now. Yeah, pikemen starting to advance, maybe. Ooh, canister from the artillery piece. And the Dutch have some routing unit on the flank. But they did break a couple of the Spanish units. Oh, this is getting juicy. Over on this side, guys, I mean, I guess we have a bit of a skirmish happening on the far left. Not skirmish, this is a full-on battle. And another massive force far left pushing. Yeah, Spain's gonna have the work cut out for them defending this right flank.
Hidden units, my lord! Treacherously meant to ambush us!
Very awesome. I'm loving it. I'm loving this battle so far. It's one of those battles you know see in like those paintings with like pikemen and the cannons everywhere, and it just looks awesome, like one of those old-fashioned, you know, movies you see of like the Napoleonic Wars and such. Those explosions and cannon, like fireballs and stuff. That's this look kind of looks like. Now, Spanish are maintaining these kind of formations with their musketeers, with the, you know, pikemen in reserve. We have an advance being made up the hill.
Treacherously meant to ambush us.
Oh, hold that thought. I think we have a cavalry engagement here. Went for an artillery piece. And, the cavalry not doing too well. They actually lose. We have a Spanish attack being made now on this right flank. Oh, yeah. Look at this. You can bet you have found that, you know, this mod has added a new fan, and that is me. I am a huge fan of this mod already. I love it. Can't say I'll be able to play very well, but you know. Here we go. Looks like Spain's actually trying to put pressure on multiple flanks here. Oh wow! Are we gonna get some? Oh, are we gonna get pike on pike action? Please tell me. Please tell me. We're gonna have a pike on pike action here. That is what I want. Now, maybe they're going to try to counter fire here. Make sure nothing else is happening anywhere else. Look at these guys. Just advancing up there to catch some of these guys out. Yep. How are they not getting them? It looks like these guys are holding fire, but they're about to start getting stabbed. Yep. Look at this, guys. The first pike action. Well done on the advance with the musketeers on the flanks. They are pushing up to this hill. Now he is pulling back, I think, just because he was going to get volleyed here. These guys are trying to go for an artillery piece. Let's make sure we're not missing any action happening over here, where the fighting is at its peak, it looks like. But Spain is still pushing. They are still pushing here, holding this side of the river, but also pushing out, forcing the Dutch to reform their lines, a reserve being pushed up into this gap formed in the center. And over here, things are looking a little better. The Dutch have managed to form a ring. Ooh, the artillery, though. That. They're forming a ring of fire. It seems to go very well. Defending the high ground still. When they have the high ground, guys, that's going to make it way more difficult for a Spanish attack. They're fighting literally an uphill battle. And the Dutch are going to get even closer now, try pouring some withering volleys. This looks like the artillery being charged by the Spanish cav. And let's check back over on this side. Sorry, guys, I know I'm popping back and forth constantly, but I don't want to miss any of the hot action. See, it's just... I hear it charging. Oh, wow, that's a lot of guns. Oh, yep, there we go. Cavalry not even close to defend this artillery piece. Oh, that's a lot of guns. The Dutch definitely probably are thinking it's worth it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, they have cavalry back here. Hopefully they rush it forward to defend their artillery piece. We'll check back on that one in a second here. The Spanish... I'm seeing some... Oh, cavalry charged in. Another pike advance up the hill. We may have pike on pike. As the Dutch are cycling cavalry in and out on this position. And the Spanish are now going to rush cavalry up here as this is getting kind of serious with the Cavs cycling in and out. Here we go. First. See, pikes fighting each other. That's miserable. Getting stabbed with a long stake. All right, we've seen Dutch and Spanish both routing. Over here, it looks like, man, Spain's pushing forward. Look at this. Oh my goodness. We have another pike engagement. And are we gonna have a cav charge maybe? Yeah, a lot of melee happening here with the Dutch and the Spanish. We will see who manages to hold off. But cavalry falling back. I mean, that's a lot of Spanish cavalry, but the Dutch are pushing up their cav as well. We're getting some close engagements there, as well as here where this is turning into a bit of an interesting fight right here. Look at this. Like, the pikemen are formed up with musketeers kind of trying to defend their lines. The Dutch are pushing up in the center. We have artillery looking to be charged by cavalry. Over here, man, sorry guys, too much happening. All in too many places. a huge cavalry engagement. It looks like the Spanish have sent their cavalry and the Dutch trying to counter that cav. We still have that melee. But this pike unit for Spain looks like they are actually suffering more losses. I mean, they're getting shot at in the flank. Look at this danger close musket fire. It's gonna start dropping them like flies. And Spain's trying to defend their flank, but honestly, the Dutch, like, they're actually getting in behind the Spanish line that's trying to advance to the attack. Back over here, we have... Oh, it's turning into a just absolute mosh pit of infantry, cavalry, musketeers, all fighting here. On this side, the Dutch are still advancing. Not a lot of Spanish troops here, so they're trying to pull troops along to intercept. This pike fight still going on. The Dutch look like they're trying to flank around. Musketeers supporting that flank. Cavalry from the Dutch. The Netherlands going in. We're going to have a charge downhill from the Spanish cavalry. And we'll see whoever wins. Oh, Spain's wavering. I think the Netherlands has them. This flank's about to collapse. This fight's still pretty dead even. Pikemen now advancing. Oh my gosh. Let's check back over here. Things weren't going too well for the Spanish, and it is still not going too well. In fact, now we have cavalry charging into the back lines of the Spanish infantry that was advancing. And unfortunately, not looking so good now for Spain. Oh, these musketeers are gonna die so quickly. Look at this. It's not gonna go well, although they are surrounded, so maybe that will do all right. Here we go, another advance from Spain. Even though their flank is crumbling, they are advancing. But yeah, no, I can see the Spanish have pretty much collapsed on the left. Looking back over here with this big push, the Spanish really need to win this. They really, really need to win this center. The right flank, they are collapsing as well, so... I mean, they're still trying to form up on the right flank, but here you can see the breaking is starting to happen. Oh, look at these guys fighting it out. Enough. I'm getting sidetracked here. Yeah, so Spain trying to reform. They still have a strong line here, but I mean the Dutch have they've definitely made some damage. They've given some damage, and oh boy. Oh, we got cavalry fighting pike formation now. They're shooting. That's gonna start hurting the pikemen as they have nothing against the bullets. Some musketeers up in the front lines. Still those pikemen fighting here. But they're taking on like musketeers, so not too bad for them, not too shabby. Now pikemen on their flank is going to make things a little more difficult. Nice flanking fire with, man, there's just, the lines are becoming muddied, guys. I mean, it is really hard to see truly where the lines are. I mean, the line's kind of here, but that trickles down this way. Oh, these guys look very well pitted against each other. Some German heavy pikes. Yep, so the Spanish seem to have kind of reorganized just a little bit, but still, this flank, musketeers with tons of pikemen now pushing out on the Spanish flank, that's going to be just difficult. Look at this flank. There's pouring in fire. The Spanish, they're in trouble. On multiple fronts, things are just not going their way. I think the Dutch are going to take this. I mean, they're still holding out, guys, but the battle's starting to become more of a loss. Stabilized a little bit here on the flank, actually. I'll give them props for that. They re-stabilized. This looked like it was going to be a total loss. Cavalry still pouring in volleys here, and they still have part of the high ground. Now, pikemen pushing up to meet them. Oh, they have pikemen of their own, I guess. Well, we'll see what the Spanish do. They're pulling back on this right-hand side still. And I'm seeing a lot of breaking here for Spain. Still have a whole section that hasn't really fought yet. Now we may have the Dutch pushing forward here. Put some pressure on them, maybe. And over here, a massive counterattack by the Dutch. Pure force of will at this point. Oh my goodness, you have cavalry charging into pikes. Guess we'll see how well that goes for them. I think Spain's trying to protect their flank here. My computer's like, what are you doing to me? There's too many models still. Yeah, a lot of cavalry stuck in melee. Man. I'm worried. I think it's only a matter of time before the Spanish break there. Here, I'm seeing Spain starting to fall apart, unfortunately. Their troops are exhausted.
Running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
Here, Spain still on the back foot, pulling back a little bit. Like Spain's going for a bit of a cavalry charge here. Oh, here come the Dutch, the Netherlands. Oh, they are throwing back the Netherlands. Look at this huge break from the Netherlands on the flank. The final, like this was, the Spanish needed this so badly. That was huge. That was a huge win for them. Those much needed reinforcements now can push over here where things are not going so well, especially with this Netherlands push here. And honestly, yeah, not looking so good here. I mean, that'll free up at least one more pikeman. Finally, the center seems to be getting a fight themselves. That looks so epic. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Go from these guys' perspective. Preparing. Why are they running into Pikes? Oh yeah, some brutal close quarters. This is a bloodbath on this hill, for this hill. I mean, props to the Spanish for sticking to their guns and just trying to take it. But unfortunately, I think unless they can rout this clump of cavalry, it is going to be over for them on this left side, at least for the cav part. And then this small little bit of the Spanish army up here on the hill defending themselves as well as attacking. We'll see how that goes, but not looking so hot for them anymore. Now they're starting to actually push forward here and break some of the enemy. Imagine if they collapse through the center of this Netherlands force. How huge of a victory that'll be, especially since they are losing here. And I'd say at this point they're winning over here. Yeah, they're definitely winning over here. But there is a reserve the Netherlands have that they can push up. Plus, a lot of this force can be peeled off to go over to that side. I'd say the crucial point now is how will this fight go? I want to see someone on fire. Come on. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can see actually the Netherlands are getting broken here, guys. Bit by bit, they are breaking against the pressure of the Spanish army. The flanking volley is just brutal. So we have a counter charge here. The Netherlands trying to break the Spanish line once and for all. Cavalry charging down the hill. They're encircling this small force that is left. And I expect to see the collapse of the Spanish left momentarily. Look at the flag bearer here. Just standing. Is that a French flag? That's not a Spanish flag. Got blood all over it too. Look at this Spanish one here. Should be going for this flank, honestly. But the the Netherlands has been freed up, and so they're going to be diverting forces to both flanks here. You can see they're going to push up on the Spanish. Props to the Spanish. They held their ground. Oh, they have unlimited amount of time. I was curious. It's like, in a realistic scenario here, if this is a real battle, at this point, it would just be a fight till the sun goes down. Yeah, it looks like Spain has regained a little control here. Depleted though they are, I mean, they can always pull back, I guess, reform their lines. Man, what a bloodbath here. Oh, the flags even remain on the field. That's a cool detail. Spanish bloodied flag. Look at the nasty, wicked flank the Spanish have on the Dutch, though. Pushing pikemen around the side. Oh, man. Yeah, the Netherlands center is going to fall. It is going to fall. And this Spanish army that was in the center has just been fighting more recently, so that's going to be actually a challenge for them. What is happening here? Is this unit flanked? Yeah, they're attacked in the rear. How did this happen? Either way, if Spain could hold off this left flank until they went in the center, that would actually really help. Look, they just freed up more and more units. The Netherlands has no center, basically. It is almost non-existent. Their flank's very strong, though. There's the breakthrough that Spain needed. This battle's not being a total landslide victory for the Netherlands. They're actually really having to fight for this. I think we're seeing the final rout of the Spanish left. And there it goes. So where the left is for Spain is technically this side here, but this side's about to probably break as well. And there, I think that's the entire collapse. Yep, of the left. So now they're going to pull back their line here. He did well in the center. He can pull back. This would be, honestly, where the Spanish probably would be like, we're retreating. Wait. Can you just, like, run? Is that what happened here? Did they just say we surrender? Or, like, it's almost like a tactical withdrawal where they're just like, yeah, you guys won. Maybe that is. Or maybe it's just a mass rout. I kind of forgotten how Shogun 2 works. The Spanish center is the only thing still standing. Wow.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
I wonder if this center had pushed up when this side pushed up over here. When they were pushing in here, if the center had pushed up, imagine if they had won and they had swung around. Maybe that wouldn't have changed anything, but, you know. You never will know. But it was well played either way. I like that some of the Some of the Spanish still got some good fights in, still bloodied the enemy. This would be in a real historical setting where this would be a tactical retreat. The Spanish would be retreating as best they could. They'd be standing their ground, having a rear guard. Did not disappoint. The 4v4 did not disappoint at all. Very awesome.
Hidden units, my lord. Treacherously meant to ambush us.
How we can enjoy the uniforms. Probably things are going to speed up a little bit. Yeah, see, it's not so laggy now. Oh, look at there's officer. His pistol out. A long time to load that pistol. It's because they're watching you. Here we go. We got the officer. Look at that sword. The flag bearer too. Pikemen forming up. Do they have an officer? I want to find where the pikeman officer would be. What does he look like? I think that's him. That's gotta be him. And then you have a general staff, of course. Oh, there he is. I'm assuming. Or maybe that's him. It's probably him. It's final defense time.
My lord, our ally has fled, abandoning us to the enemy.
Word. Oh. Oh yeah. Let's see. You see the fire. Come on, fire. What the heck? Well, that's kind of cool. There we go. Gosh.
My lord,
Interesting. Oh wow, you can see down his actual pike what he's actually seeing. Interesting. That's cooler. That's a bit better. Very awesome looking. Look at that. See, it was a little laggy before, but this is not bad. Of course, you have the rest of the Dutchmen. We're tired. We fought enough. The Netherlands gotta be careful.
Im Laufschritt! Marsch! Auf Reichweite!
It's doing that thrusting motion. Look at that.
Infanterie in Reichweite, Sir.
Ah, my stupid mouse, man.
Hidden units, my lord. Treacherously meant to ambush us.
Gebt mir ein Schwert!
Ouch, okay, yeah, this mouse is done. It's being retired today. It keeps pulling my, it keeps doing things I don't want it to do. Typical. Poor guy. Okay. Something about Shogun. Forget, like, the models don't just instantly die. So it's like a nice little detail that actually kind of looks cool. Musketeers is firing.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shame for display.
And here's a reserve line of pikemen. And look at this tighter, getting a little hard to breathe at this point. Ooh.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
All right, now all hell is breaking loose. Oh, that looks so cool. Yep. Everyone's just charging. The Dutch just like gave the order to charge everywhere. Look at this. Just everyone's charging. And I think that'll be the battle. Yeah. Yep. What a fight. What a fight. And what a last stand, you know? Not bad at all. This battle, I will say, guys, did not disappoint at all. Please tell me I have the results. Oh no, do I not have results? Oh, here we go. Thank God. All right. The winner, I don't know why it has my emblem on the top. I'm not sure why, but I was in this battle at all. Wow. Yeah, 46, 48, 52, 47. Good grief. That's 1,200. 17,000 men on one side. Oh, even more on the Dutch side. Okay, so the Netherlands had way more. That's almost 5,000. I mean, you know, do a little bit of math. That's 10,000 men right there. That's 18,000 men on the. That is insane. That is insane. All right, we can see here. There we go. Man, look at the kills. Even though they lost, they dished out some damage. And of course, you can see the enemy killed. Yeah. 4,000, 2,000, 4 to 4, 20, 16, 14, 27, 9. Obviously, the Netherlands, like I said, did a very much better job of killing, but still well played on both sides. It was still enjoyable. I loved it. It was an awesome, awesome battle. Anyway, guys, I think that'll be it for me today. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these, or if you want, maybe I'll try a stream of this. I think it could be fun to get into this every once in a while. Switch it up with the NTW3 content. That is always going to be my main source of videos, just because it's my favorite Total War game. But I like branching out to different time periods. Pike and Shot's kind of had a special place in my heart since I was a kid. I remember reading, was it, the guy who wrote Pilgrim's Progress. What was his name? Bunyan? Yeah, Bunyan. I remember reading a book about him. He was a pikeman in the English Civil War with the Roundheads and Cavaliers and all that. And that really, I don't know, that book, just him talking about the sieges and the battles they fought in with his pikes and the musketeers, it just sounded so awesome, and I always had, you know, some kind of interest in it. So this mod has definitely reignited that interest that I kind of almost forgotten about. But anyway, guys, without rambling, thank you all so much for joining me. If you're new to the channel, even if, you know, maybe you saw this video for the first time, you're like kind of interested, and you want to help support this channel, you know, hit that subscribe button and you will get notifications when I stream or do videos. I don't do every day just because I have 3 kids, I have a job, all that stuff, so I don't post regularly. But I definitely do post from time to time, which is why subscribing will help you get to see my content, you know? That's when you'll know when I'm posting, and I try to let you guys know, give you a heads up when I have, you know, trainings and stuff like that, when I don't post for over a week. So, but anyway, guys, thanks again for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and as always, I will catch you all in another video.